Hello, Chris Lee of Southeastern 16, presented by FanDuel, joined by Chase Robinson and Jay Greeson as we preview Wisconsin's road trip to Alabama for a rematch of a game Alabama won a year ago. You can catch us 11 Central on ABC or ESPN. Not sure where they're going to show that as of Monday morning. Jay Greeson, what's FanDuel got on the line as of Monday morning?
It is Alabama minus 20.5, a overwhelming minus 1,800, which means you have to bet $1,800 to win 100 on Alabama to win outright, with an over/under set at 46.5.
Okay, TV has been announced to be ABC. I think last week for Alabama, the Crimson Tide won 73-0 over ULM in a game that normally wouldn't tell you anything, Chase. But there were so many questions with Alabama's effort and mindset after the Florida State game. You wanted to see Alabama come out and just pound the team like it was capable of doing, to show it had some pride, and that's exactly what Alabama did.
Yeah, I mean, no matter who you're playing, you can tackle hard, you can give good effort, you can do those type of things, and I thought Alabama did that. I mean, it looked in that aspect, they looked motivated, they hit people hard, they came ready to play, they looked prepared, those type of things. They looked like they had a game plan together. They were able to do those type of things, and you can do that no matter who you play. So I thought that was a big difference from Florida State week 1 to week 2 for Alabama, is just those little things that they looked better in those categories, which is a good thing.
Jay, what do we know about Wisconsin? Beat a not a very good Miami of Ohio team, 17-0 in the opener, and then beat Middle Tennessee State, which just lost to Austin Peay. I think the three of us could grab some buddies and maybe beat MTSU right now. What do we know about Luke Fickell's Badgers coming into this one?
Well, they got a quarterback named Danny O'Neal who looks like Kenny Powers from Eastbound and Down. Look, man, they were up 14-10 on MTSU at halftime. They do not have the foot speed. I mean, they're handing the balls to Danny and Vinny and Gideon and Jackson in there, and a couple of Grants and a Chris, and God bless them. I'm certain they're super nice kids, but they're about to go to get a mud hole stomped in them, man. This is, and I know we'll make our own picks in a minute, but look, the two biggest projections I had that I've missed the most in two different directions. I thought Josh Allen was going to be Ryan Leaf 2.0, and I was dead bleeping wrong about that. And I thought Luke Fickell was going to go from Cincinnati to Wisconsin and be a fixture in Big Ten title games. And last year was the first year Wisconsin's missed a bowl game since the year 9/11 happened, for God's sakes. So, look, it's just not working. And they're constipated offensively. Could be the cheese. I mean, I get that. A lot of cheese up there. It is, but this is 23-0 against Monroe. Does not change the pissed off nature of everybody who's got houndstooth in their wardrobe. So this is, I mean, I felt better about Custer going to Bighorn than I do about Wisconsin going to T-Town.
Chase, I can't follow that, so I'm just going to give it to you.
I think after what we saw, Alabama do in that 73-0 win, like, I think that's a lot of momentum will carry over to Wisconsin here. And I want to talk about a couple of guys for Alabama offensively. Kevin Riley being one of those, the running back. I think we're going to see a lot more of him this week. And I thought he had a great game against Louisiana Monroe. And again, Alabama's going to see better defenses than they saw against Louisiana Monroe, but Kevin Riley ran the ball really hard. He had 100 yards. They played a lot of guys, but I think Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley, Richard Young, those are going to be three running backs to watch. And then you'll add Jam Miller in there eventually when he comes back, whenever that is. But to have those guys step up in that running back role when against Florida State, you really didn't see anybody run the ball effectively and consistently for Alabama. So I think that's something they can carry over. And then German Bernard just had a show he put on Saturday night in that game. So I think we saw a lot of positives with the Alabama offenses, and then Ty Simpson 17-17. You can't get much better than that. So I think there's a lot of positives with Alabama facing Wisconsin.
Chase,
what do we know about sorry, before you go, what do we know about Ryan Williams? Because he missed last week with a concussion.
He was warming up with the team in uniform Saturday night against Louisiana Monroe. I haven't seen anything giving he's a go, but my guess would be he's close to being a go if he's not already.
That was my question. That was exactly my question.
Yeah. Let's go to picks. Before we get to picks, reminder, we're brought to you by GameTime SIDEKICKS, officially licensed stainless steel drinkware, all SEC schools, over 350 other universities, everything from stainless steel sippy cups, tumblers, 40-ounce bottles, and shaker cups. SE16 gets you 20% off your whole order at GameTimeSidekicks.com, ROKFORM.com, where you can get the world's strongest magnetic phone case. It offers extreme protection, super strong magnets, rock lock secure mounting. September is the busiest month of the year with the new iPhone release. You can get 25% off your entire order with promo code SEC25. Hovey Dry Goods, your new favorite hat. Look no further than Hovey hats for high-quality headwear with a great fit and unique designs. The Bad Beat Team of the Week last week, Ole Miss. So use promo code REBS, that's REBS, to get your discount at Hovey Dry Goods. That's HOVI drygoods.com. Okay, picks. Look, a lot of respect for Luke Fickell, a lot of respect for Wisconsin. You know, I would have thought Wisconsin teams in the past would manhandle teams like that. I mean, letting teams like that stick around that deep into ball games is concerning. I think this is a game where Alabama, if it shows up, has got a ton of firepower. I just don't see that from Wisconsin. Give me Alabama. Gosh, and probably easily too. You hate to go there given what we saw 2 weeks ago. You never know if the effort's going to be there. But this feels like last week we saw Alabama get serious about playing football. We know what it's capable of doing if it is. Give me the Tide big. Chase?
I'm taking Alabama big as well. I mean, we need to see the carryover from Louisiana Monroe to Wisconsin. I think that'll be big. The effort, those little things that I talked about earlier, you need to see those in a game like this again. I think we will. I think Alabama wins big. I think the Florida State game was a wake-up for Alabama that you have no room for error now. And so I think Alabama will play that way in this game against Wisconsin.
I think the chinks in Alabama's armor could be real and season long, and the consternation serious. But I think for two things to happen, I think one, this collection of talented but in some areas inexperienced Alabama players are going to have to be put in stressful situations. This is not it. Not at home and not against a team that you are probably better than in every spot that you line up. The other is you're going to have a mobile quarterback that can stress a defense. And I'm certain Danny O'Neal is a wonderful young man, and God bless him, but that he ain't Tommy Castellanos. So this will be one of my picks later in the week in my various gambling platforms, including here on Southeastern 16. Love Alabama -10 on FanDuel in the first half. Look, even if Wisconsin makes adjustments and Alabama takes the air out of it and you don't want to give up the full 3 touchdowns, this really feels like 28-3 at halftime. So love that pick of Alabama starting fast and grabbing this game by the throat, and then cheese for everybody. I mean, who doesn't like cheese?
Who doesn't like cheese?
I mean, a good fried cheese stick is a great app, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, who doesn't want to lean over and just grab one of those? So we love you, Wisconsin. God bless Wisconsin. But Good luck,
God
Saturday.
bless Culver's. We're big fans of Culver's. What's your favorite type of cheese, Jay Greeson?
All of them.
That's
Well,
not
they vary. I mean, I make a good crustless pizza that, of course, your white Italian cheeses. Fontana cheese. I call it Fontana. It's actually Fontina, but we make a joke around my house and it turns into Montana cheese. But Fontina cheese is underrated. Love a good pepper jack. But if I'm going grilled cheese, there's nothing better than the good old school Kraft singles.
Chase,
do you have a favorite cheese?
I'll say this. I've been to Wisconsin and had like authentic cheese curds, and they are fantastic. Any restaurant that has cheese curds, it's not like the ones in Wisconsin, the authentic. So I do like Wisconsin for that because they provide great cheese curds.
I've never had the authentic ones. Like I said, we do, or maybe I have Culver's. We do Culver's all the time. That's like our favorite, one of our two favorite.
Those are not like the ones in Wisconsin. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
If the cheese curds do not squeak while you chew on them, they are not authentic.
Well, that's a whole different kettle of fish on food that squeaks. But I think I'm being tangential here. I think the Cheetos commercial where the cheese in the locker room goes, "I woke up feeling the cheesiest today, coach," is a college game day tradition at this point, right?
Absolutely. Can we get a shout out for Gouda? No mention of Gouda here, guys. Come on.
I do like Gouda. I do like Gouda. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a Gouda way to end the show.
Well, with that, we'll get out of here before we get it. But I do have one more thing. If you're worried about a look ahead spot for Alabama, bye week next week before you get Georgia. Wisconsin, by the way, those poor guys, you talk about catching the bad end of a schedule. In a year in which you go to Alabama, you are basically playing the absolute top half of the Big Ten. Like, did they slip the commissioner some bad cheese to draw the schedule they got? Have you seen Wisconsin's schedule?
No, but I've seen their roster, so yeah. I don't really give a damn about their schedule.
I literally think they caught like the 8 or 9 best teams in the Big Ten. They got, let's see, Maryland. Okay, maybe not. Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, Oregon, Washington, Indiana, Illinois, and Minnesota. That is your schedule, Wisconsin Badgers. Who did you guys tick off? I would like to know. If you'd like to know what we think of this game when it's over, come to the channel. You just can hit the subscribe button. That's free. Tell us your favorite kind of cheese if you're still here listening, because, boy, that one went off the rails. Had some fun with it. Yeah, hope you guys did too. Again, we'll recap it when it's over. Thank you for watching Southeastern 16, presented by FanDuel.